Olá pessoal, aqui é o Ronaldo, diretor da BEETRIP Intercâmbio. Hoje a gente tem uma entrevista especial com a Katie, da Anglo Continental, uma escola em Bournemouth, na Inglaterra. Ela vai falar um pouco mais para vocês a respeito de cursos executivos em inglês para fins específicos. E um pouco mais a respeito da cidade de Bournemouth. Essa cidade é interessante porque você que está planejando ir para a Inglaterra e está com medo da libra esterlina que está aumentando, é interessante você ver uma cidade que tem um custo-benefício interessante e que você tem uma qualidade de vida muito boa. Antes de começar essa entrevista, eu quero contar para você uma história. E hoje vai a respeito de um grande ícone, Steve Jobs. Em uma das suas passagens na sua biografia, ele fala a respeito de seu pai adotivo, que era um grande marceneiro. Ele dizia que um grande marceneiro nunca vai utilizar madeira vagabunda para o fundo de um armário, mesmo que ninguém veja. E ele fala no livro que o seu pai, né, em uma das suas passagens, ele adorava fazer as coisas direito. Ele preocupava-se mesmo com as partes que não ficavam à vista. Interessante essa frase, né? Ele adorava fazer as coisas direito. Preocupava-se até mesmo com as partes que não ficavam à vista. Essa filosofia Jobs carregou pela sua vida inteira, e isso se extrai nos seus produtos. Ele era muito perfeccionista e ele adorava fazer as coisas de acordo com seus valores intrínsecos. Então, desde pequeno, ele sempre carregou esses valores. A gente tem um orgulho na BEETRIP de falar que os nossos valores também sempre foram esses. A gente quer que a experiência de intercâmbio, que é intangível, seja a mais perfeita possível, desde o início da sua viagem até o meio da sua viagem, até a conclusão da sua viagem. Então, esses valores a gente carrega desde o nosso DNA e a gente quer que isso se espalhe para todos os estudantes que forem viajar conosco. Então, acompanhe essa entrevista conosco e um grande abraço. This is Ronaldo. I'm director of BEETRIP Intercâmbio. I'm here with Katie. She works for Anglo Continental. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Ronaldo.
Yeah, how are you doing?
I'm good. Thank you very much for having me here.
Okay. So this is your second time in Brazil, right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So actually today Katie is going to explain about Anglo Continental. Could you talk about Anglo Continental, which is in Bournemouth in England, right?
Yeah. So Bournemouth is a coastal town in the south of England. It's quite small, but it's such a welcoming city. It's a very international city. And Anglo Continental has been teaching English to students from all over the world for 65 years now. We're one of the biggest campuses in England, but it's a family-run school, so everyone knows each other. It's a really nice place to study.
Yeah. I know, I've been there, so it's very cozy, but it's a huge school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plenty of space.
Yeah. And do you offer many kinds of courses there, right?
We offer courses for everyone. We have courses for juniors from ages 10 and up in January and in summer. We offer general English courses throughout the year to adults. We also offer specialised courses for business, for legal practice, for medical practice. We have a Club 50 program, which is very popular. We also do courses for aviation, for professionals in our executive centre, and many others.
Nice. And we were talking about the medical programs, right?
Yeah.
Which is very popular, especially among students from Europe.
From Brazil, from all over the world.
Nice. And they are smaller groups than general English programs, right?
So the average class size is around 4 students. So it's very individual, very personalised, very focused on the individual topics that the students studying.
And they have Anglo Continental have specific dates for the starts, right?
For our specialised courses, we have 2 start dates per month, so we run them throughout the year.
Nice. And let's talk about the city, right? So Bournemouth, I'm familiar with Bournemouth because I used to live there for a while. But could you talk about Bournemouth a little bit more?
Yeah, so as I said, it's a small town by the sea. It's got a beautiful beach, which is nice in winter and in summer. There's 2 universities, so there's lots of young people in the town, lots of things to do. There's amazing restaurants and nightlife as well, so you'll never be bored. And there's also great transport links to places around Bournemouth, so you can visit London easily, places like Portsmouth, Salisbury, Oxford, Stonehenge is very popular.
Nice, nice. And we receive a lot of demand for students who wants to go to London. And then could you compare London to Bournemouth about the cost of life?
Well, obviously London, as a capital of England, is quite significantly more expensive than Bournemouth is. Bournemouth is a small town, so everything's in walking distance. The buses are great, and you don't have to pay so much to travel as far. For example, homestay families are more often than not in walking distance. You don't have to catch the metro, you don't have to travel across the city to reach the school. So it's all a lot more accessible. And the breakfast and dinner is always included in homestay families. So the meals you're going to have to pay for is lunch. So overall it works out a lot more cost effective. And then you can use that money to travel to London on the weekend.
Yeah, it's
obviously.
true. Yeah. And the quality of life is very nice in Bournemouth. And also the host families, they are very friendly.
Of course. Yeah. Our host families, we've been working with many host families in the area, and the majority of them have been hosting international students for a long time. So they're very used to it. They're used to welcoming international students. And we always visit our homestay families once a year to make sure they're still the same quality as they've always been. Yeah,
and the homestays in Bournemouth, they are closer to the school and the city center than the host families in London, right?
Yeah. So a student will never have to travel more than 30 minutes from their homestay to the school.
That's a very good point, because in London you can spend like an hour and a half to get to the school. And then in Bournemouth, it's in average half an hour, right?
Yeah, so some students take the bus, many walk. I personally walk to school, it takes me 15 minutes. So it's all very close.
Yeah, it's true.
And that means you can get to know the city as well. You can get to feel like you belong there, like you're part of it.
Yeah, and a good point is that Bournemouth have the beach, so it's more relaxing, right? So during the summer you can go to the beach and spend some time, and they have lots of events happening in the whole city.
There's usually an event each month. So September we had the air show, which was really popular. Everyone on the beach watching the planes go by. We have the Big Wheels Festival with motorbikes and
it's true. I heard about it.
We have the Arts by the Sea Festival. We have food festivals. So there's always something to do.
Yeah, and it's very easy to travel from Bournemouth to London, right?
Yes, there's trains and buses every hour. It takes 2 hours by train or by bus, and the further you book in advance, the cheaper it is. So. Yeah,
and when the students arrive in Bournemouth, in England, how could they go to Bournemouth? Because they are going to arrive in London, right?
Yeah, so most students arrive at London Heathrow Airport. We offer a private car service that will pick you up from the arrivals lounge and take you to your homestay family, which is a good option for most students. In June, July and August, we offer a coach service on the Sundays, and older students throughout the year, the National Express and the train companies are really reliable as well. So there's always this option too.
Okay, very nice. So thank you for the opportunity to be here in BEETRIP. You have a tight schedule during your trip here in São Paulo and in Brazil. So thank you for being here at BEETRIP and give you this interview for us.
No, not at all.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. We look forward to welcoming you to Bournemouth soon.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.